All right, it's time for another episode of Ghetto Antiques Roadshow, and it's what time is it? 2:42 a.m. As you can tell, I never sleep. And so the seller wanted $75 for this item, and they had a make an offer button. They had another one that I actually two more of these items that I also wanted. So I chose the best of three and I offered them $35 down from 75. Yes, I'm a little bit of a low bowler. I don't mean to. It's just I'm not rich. And so the seller came back at me and actually didn't tell me to go F myself. He basically said, "Could you go 45?" And I said, "Well, let's see. I suck at math. 45, 55, 65, 75. Yes, I saved myself $30. Well, I couldn't afford the full price of $75. Now I wanted the other two because the other two were very similar to this, but just as beautiful but different. And unfortunately, I had to choose what I thought would be the most valuable and the most prettiest. So let's go ahead. And wow, he really, really tightly packed this. And he still has the other items listed for sale, but I don't have the money. So it pretty much sucks. All right, so let's check this out. Let's get it open. Oh, look. Look how nicely wrapped this is. I love when people wrap things, especially nice, because you know that they take care they care about the way things look. And sometimes, like, when you get things, people, like, just throw shit in a box with, like, rolled up newspaper, and they really don't care. Look, they wrapped it like a birthday present. Wait, let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Thank you for your purchase. And it says, "Thanks, D. Happy birthday." Because they knew it was one of my birthday presents. All right, so let's get this open. And let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Is this the original box for this item? It looks antique to me. Hold on. This looks like, wow, this looks like an antique box. And actually, this is not what I expected. That's, actually the coolest thing ever. This is an antique box. This is very, very old. Holy cow. All right. Look at this. It even has a freaking hinge on it. I don't know if you can see that. My camera sucks at focusing. Focus, enhance. Has an original hinge. This is actually really quite cool. What does it say on it? Now, I don't think this item originally came in it. But it says, I'm blind. Holy shit. I need glasses. That's what I should have ordered for my birthday. Hold on. It says, now I'm going to have to Google this shit. Established 18, my God, you guys can probably see it better than me. 18 what? 1854? Homers, Diamond Importers and Jewelers. 35 to 39 Winter Street, Boston, Massachusetts. I had to actually look that up. And actually, let's do that together. We'll have fun. We'll do a little research. This box is really, really old. Oh, this is as beautiful as I thought. Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right, let's look at it in its display box. I'm going to do a little bit of a zoom out. And let me get the other stuff out of the way. I don't know. Presentation is everything. Okay, hold on. Are you ready? Are you ready? And look at that. Really, really, really quite classy. Okay, so what's in there? I know, get to the point already. And I don't know why you guys even follow me, to be quite honest. Okay, so what we have now, I'm going to... Oh, shit, I almost got Victorian AIDS again. I always get Victorian AIDS every time I do these videos. Okay, so let's get a tight zoom in there. And we want to get rid of the glare. Aha, there we go. So we have a brooch. Yes, I started getting into these brooches with a hand-painted woman on it. And believe it or not, I have an actual real painting by the same artist that actually painted this. This is after the original artist. Now I have an actual original painting by this artist, so I know his pieces when I see it. So I'm not saying that artist, what was his name? Menzla, I believe it was Wilhelm Menzler. Now, he actually painted these sort of women over here, and I'm going to show you the history of his paintings and also the painting that I have of his. And then people started copying, so it would be called after Wilhelm Menzler. So this was inspired by Wilhelm Menzler painting. And he did these really cool, like noble women and whatnot. All right, so let's check out how old is this. So let's look at the side of it. Now, I don't know what the content of the metal is. I will test it. We'll actually test it together. And on the back, you see a porcelain plaque. So this is a miniature porcelain portrait plaque, which is highly collectible. So not only is it a porcelain portrait plaque, it's also in jewelry form, which is even better. And so you can tell this is Victorian by the hinge. Okay, so we have a tube hinge, and on the end we have a C clasp. Don't know if you could see that. So I'm going to date this. I'm going to guesstimate. I'm going to guesstimate instead of estimate that this was made between 1870 and probably about 1890. All right, so let's actually test the content to see if this is gold. And I'm going to get the stone out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just did a 9K gold test, and it's actually, the acid didn't eat away at it, so it's at least 9K gold. All right, so I just cleaned it with some Simichrome and a polishing rag and a buffing rag. And oh my goodness, look how shiny this is. It's outrageous. Like Simichrome, I'm telling you, is the best metal polishing, including for gold and silver and for everything. And so now that I did that, wow, I mean, I just can't get over this. It looks like it's brand new. I mean, this is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad that the seller actually accepted my lowball offer. I mean, I feel sort of guilty about doing that, but if they're willing to accept that, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, really, I mean, absolutely, there is nothing wrong with offering somebody something. And if they don't want to take it, it's up to them. You know what I mean? I'm not like holding a gun to anybody's head. All right, so let's find out about Wilhelm Menzler. And we'll also look up that jewelry box company to see actually how old that box is. And people actually collect antique jewelry boxes. So not only did I get this beautiful pin, but I got something that is highly collectible. So I'm really getting into these portrait brooches, as you can see here. Absolutely. I know I keep coming back to it, but I mean, it's just so pretty, these things. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And so now I have another one to add to the box. As you can see here, here's another one of these beautiful hand-painted antique porcelain brooches. Now we got this one, and it's gold. All that glitters is definitely gold. So some of these like little miniature portrait brooches actually sell for big bucks. This one being sold for $1,200, which is absolutely insane. And this one is not as big as mine. It's definitely not as big as mine or as nicely painted, as you can see. Is this the price that it sells for? Probably not, because it'll probably sit there for years. But apparently this seller actually has quite a bit. Now here's more, $3.99 for another portrait brooch, rolled gold. This one, $324. This one, $350. Let's see. I'm trying to find more. This one is shit because it's transfer wear and a decal. But you can sort of get the idea of how expensive these portrait brooches are. And again, do they sell for that price? They may sit for a couple of years or 6 months, but they do sell. People go after these. Now here's the artist I was talking about, Wilhelm Menzler. And he actually painted women like these that are very similar to this. So let's show you some examples really fast. As a matter of fact, let's see. And you see another lady with a drape over her head. I guess that's what you call it, or a headdress. And here are some more of his paintings. And again, they always had these like things on their head. And let's check out some more if we can find any. And as you can tell, this is why a lot of the miniature portraits that you find are actually in the style of Wilhelm Menzler. So I went on a special website that does appraisals for antiques called Miarto, and this is my painting, my antique Wilhelm Menzler painting, and it's actually on board, on wood board, and I'm going to just show you some more pictures of my actual painting. And wow, look at that. This is actually on wood board, and you can see like the influence of this particular artist. Let's try to pull back. Of course, it's not going to focus, but you can actually see, yeah, I'm telling you, it's definitely after Wilhelm Menzler, unless I'm wrong. Again, I'm not Dr. Lori. I'm not a freaking rocket scientist, and I don't have a PhD. But again, here's my painting, and it was appraised. Let's see what it was appraised at. It's a small one, too. It's only 10 by 7, and it was appraised for $2,000 to $3,000. Now, if you collect these miniature portraits or miniature portraits on porcelain in jewelry, there's fair, good, better, and best. So fair would be a transferware. So basically a decal placed over the porcelain and painted over. And you'll see like tiny dot matrix little things, or sometimes they're just really poorly done. Like, let's check out a poorly done one. For example, no, actually, that's not so bad. That's good. It's not great. Let's check out. I'm trying to find a crappy one to show you. And yeah, wait, hold on. Let's get there. And you're probably bored off your tits right now. Okay, so this is fair. And I'm clicking on it. Let's go. Oh my God, my computer's slower than shit. This one is like transferware, and you can see the tiny little dot matrix all over it. It's just okay. So something like this would probably sell for like $30, maybe $25. You know, nothing more. Maybe possibly like this person's selling it for $75. A sucker will come along, and yes, P.T. Barnum once said, "A sucker is born every minute." And this is my opinion of worse. And look at this. It looks like she has spiders growing out of her eyes. Okay, that is an awful one. That is just really not good quality. $80, which is actually insane. I don't know where they're getting $80 from. And I hate filming my computer screen. But yeah, $80. And that's worse. And here's an example of good. Not the best. And we got $199 on that one. So here's a similar like style to mine. Hold on. So we have the lady with the sheet on her head. This one is by Wilhelm Menzler. It was originally by Wilhelm Menzler. And this one's like actually all scratched up. You can see scratches in here. And this one being sold for $346. Now you might say, well, that's not what it sold for. But I will tell you, these do get the price. Honestly, people collect these. They go wild over these brooches. Now, if you were to sell it on another site, like say, I'm trying to guess, like eBay, there's a difference, and I'll tell you why. So I used to sell my antiques many, many, many moons ago, probably from the start of eBay, and we're having a glove snafu. Here we go. And I noticed that in the beginning, when you had antiques or collectibles, they sold for top dollars. I really got great prices, and then all of a sudden, the bargain hunters, like me, yes, I'm even putting my own self down, the thrift store Tinas came running along and decided, well, I don't want to pay that much for it. I want to get a bargain. I want to pay thrift store prices for what's on eBay. And so what happened was, you pretty much, if you were a dealer or a seller like me, you were not going to find, and I'm not putting anyone down because I'm one of them. Trust me, I'm Bargain Tina. Well, Bargain Deanna. And I'm looking for thrift store prices on eBay. Why? Because eBay, that's what it pretty much became. It became, instead of eBay, Fleabay. So everybody's looking for flea market prices or thrift store prices. And so I stopped selling on eBay. So what you can get for this on eBay, maybe like what I paid for it, like $45, $75, will sell on another site like Etsy or Ruby Lane or Poshmark or Mercari or any of those other sites for like 20 times the price. Well, I'm exaggerating. But something like this, I wouldn't sell for less than $375. Now, on eBay, if I was still a dealer on eBay, this would sit, if I had an eBay shop, it would probably sit in my eBay shop for probably like 4 years because nobody is going to want to pay that price on eBay. Buyers typically expect anybody selling something on eBay to give them at least 50% off to even more for the price of the item. So if you're actually a dealer and a flipper, and I give prices for items and I show you comparables, oh, fuck me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I'm sorry, guys. I almost just had a fucking heart attack. Excuse my language. Oh my God. I'm trying to be all serious and shit. And I'm trying to be like Dr. Lori. You know, I figure maybe I'll get 900,000 subscribers to follow me because, oh, I'm giving you great advice. And I fucked up and I dropped this thing and I thought I busted it. Holy shit, I almost shit my pants. I really did. I almost just shit my pants. All right, I'm sorry. All right, enough of that. So what the fuck was I just saying? I just ramble on. It's like now it's like 3 something in the morning. And as you can tell, I don't sleep and I'm probably mentally ill and what have you. But so I was trying to say, people are looking for thrift store prices on eBay. And so the prices that I give you and the comparables that I give you are actually things that are going to sit around a while, but people will buy them. A value is just a value. It's pretty much a guesstimate. It's pretty much like if Dr. Lori says your item is worth $50. Well, sometimes you can sell that shit for 150 on Etsy. And sometimes you can sell it for 30 cents on eBay. You follow what I'm saying? So when it comes to antiques, prices are very subjective. Like there's an ass for every seat. And P.T. Barnum once said, there is a sucker born every minute. So if somebody wants something bad enough and they have enough money to spend and they're not like budget minded, they will pay it. But if somebody comes along like me, Bargain Tina, I'm going to be like, I'm only going to, give you 35 doll hairs for that or 45 doll hairs because I'm a savvy buyer. And so for the most part, what I noticed when I sold on Etsy, I used to sell to higher end clients. So I would take my antiques and I would put the price up. Say something was worth only $100. Say Dr. Lori says this item is worth 100 doll hairs. I would put the price tag of like 250 doll hairs and I would like take fancy photos, make like really beautiful pictures that looks like a photographer took them, made them look real highfalutin. And I would get people from Beverly Hills buying my shit and paying like $300, $400, $500 for the item that Dr. Lori would say is worth like 100 doll hairs. And it works. Merchandising really works. So if I gave this like a fancy ass picture and a fancy ass description and pretty much like marketed my item well enough, it would actually sell for more than Dr. Lori says it is. So prices for antiques are subjective. Okay, I get it. If it's really rare and hard to find and you don't come across it very often, sure, it's going to be worth big bucks. But for everyday ordinary things that are actually very pretty and very collectible, yeah, price is pretty subjective. All right, guys, thanks for watching me. I have a freaking heart attack and almost dropped dead live on camera because I thought I just busted my treasure. And I'll see you guys all soon. So long. Great discussion. I enjoy talking to you all. You're like actually interesting people. I like your comments. Everybody has something nice to say. Well, there's a few. I usually do my weekly dumb comments of the week or, blast somebody who's being an asshole. But for the most part, I'd say 98% of you are like really awesome people. Thanks for watching. See you guys all soon. And so long.